Hey everyone, welcome to Encore, and today I'm going to show you how I keep my buffer brushes or my Kabuki brushes in perfect shape, and I'm going to show you how to make them, and they look like this. So basically I keep them in this little storage cylinders. Alright, so I just drop them in just like that and then put a cap on, and it's really cute, it's decorative, and it's definitely something that you can probably use. So if you want to learn how to make one of these, keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back. So here are the materials you're going to need in order to create this project. You're going to need a cardboard core tube, just like this. Now I recommend using the core tube that you get from the aluminum foil wrap or saran wrap or cling wrap because it's the perfect size. Now you can also use the core tube from paper towels, just like this, or your regular, toilet tissue, toilet paper roll. You can also use that, but for this project, this is the perfect size, which is the cling wrap or the Reynolds aluminum foil wrap inner tube. Okay, you're going to need 2 tea light candles. Now these are the common ones with the tin metal kind of like container to it, but if you can find these ones that have the plastic container to it, it's better because it's sturdier, it's a lot harder, so it's definitely a lot more ideal. But if you can't find that, the regular tea lights would work. So these are just your normal tea lights that you can buy everywhere. You need 2 of them. Okay, so our first step is we need to measure, using a ruler, the height of the brush. To the tallest bristles, it measures 2 inches and 3/4, so we're going to add 1/4 inch to that, so we're going to make it an even 3 inches. Okay, so 3 inches is our magic number. So we're going to measure the tube from the edge to 3 inches. We're going to put a dot in it, and I already did that in here. So I placed the dot to where 3 inches is, and I also just kind of connected the dots using a pencil. And the best way to do that is just get another piece of paper or cardboard and just wrap it around and then just connect the dot to dot, alright? And then just use a pencil to do that. So that's the best way you can get a straight line on a cylindrical material, such as this one. So you just kind of line it around and then just draw a pencil mark, a line through that. So that way you have a straight mark right there. Okay, so the next step we're going to do, we're just going to cut that off. Alright? Now, on the other end, you can also mark the 1/4 inch, okay? Because we're going to use that for the lid later on. So just mark a 1/4 inch, and then the same thing, we need to cut them off. Okay, so I cut out the 3 inch from the main tube, and if you have an X-Acto knife, it's actually easier to just cut through it, but be very, very careful if you're handling X-Acto knife. But for those of you who doesn't have an X-Acto knife, just the scissors would be, will be just as great. Just, really just work into getting into that tube without, warping it or, kind of squeezing it or anything. So here's the 3 inch and here's the 1/4 inch. So we're just going to set that aside. Okay, so now I cut out a strip measuring 3 inches, which is the same measurement as my tube right here. And here's my 1/4 inch, which is going to go over the 1/4 inch circle ring right here. And then I also cut out the 2 circles. Now, I suggested 2 just in case you want a cover for the bottom, but the bottom is really optional, but definitely a cover for the top, for the lid. So it's really cool. But cut 2 anyway, just in case you decide you wanted, to put one in the bottom. And now the next step is we're going to adhere it to the cardboard tubes. Okay, so I already glued in the decorative paper around the tube, as you can see it inside right there. So it's nice and pretty, and I also decorated the ring, the 1/4-inch ring. Okay, so that's what it should look like by the time you decorate it. And again, just be as creative. It doesn't have to be like this. You can paint on this, you can put glitters, rhinestones, all kinds of stuff. So just be creative as you can. So we're going to move on to our tea lights. Remember these little guys? Okay, so it's really easy. All you need to do is take the candles out. Okay, and then just save that, because you can use like a little votive, glass candle thingy for it. So you don't have to throw it away. We're just going to use the metal pen. Okay, so it's really easy. For the 3-inch cylinder that we have, or tube, what we're going to do is we're going to select which one's the top of the bottom. Okay, so I wanted this one to be the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some hot glue, and we're just going to, right in the edge right here, we're just going to put a glue, just a line of glue around, okay? And before that dries, it's really easy. Insert one of the metal tin pens right into the tube, okay? Just like that. So now you have a bottom to it, okay? Alright, and then the same thing we're going to do with the other tin. Okay, we're just going to apply glue into our 3/4-inch ring, and we're going to glue that so that it kind of sits almost on the top. Just like so. Okay, just like that. So see, now this is 1/4-inch and this is a 1/4-inch. So what's going to happen is that's going to, kind of like stop it from, it's kind of like a stopper. There you go. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so after you glue that in dry, remember the circle? You can put one of the circle on the top lid. So now you have a lid. Cute, huh? Yeah. Okay, so I glued in the bottom and it dried. And as well as the cap. Just need to reshape it so that it's round again. As you can see, here's the 1/4-inch ring right here, and then part of it is just the metal part. And I also glued in one of the circles for the top, so it's really cool. Now you can also add a lot more decorations than this. You can put rhinestones in it perhaps, or you can put like cords or braids or anything, just put your own kind of signature to the design, okay? And the next thing we're going to do, either use your Elmer's glue and decoupage the whole thing. Now what it's going to do is it's going to put a layer of coating to protect the paper from getting wet, getting scratched, getting damaged, and whatnot. So, or you can use the clear nail polish and just varnish the whole thing and just make sure to let it sit and dry. Same thing with the cap. So all the decorative paper needs to be coated with either clear nail polish or just decoupage it with Elmer's glue. Okay, so once you do that and it dries, you're pretty much done with your project. So I'm going to show you how this works. So here's my 182, beautiful bristles, and all you need to do is drop that in there and see how the bristles kind of close in, and it's much like the container that it came with when you first bought the brush. So just like that, and then of course as you can see inside you still have that 1/4-inch right here that this is going to sit on. Just like so. Love it.